I mean, I was so intrigued. I mean, wouldn't you be intrigued to get on the inside of what really might go on in the higher powers and who's running this country, who's running this planet, who's running New Zealand? And there was a stage in front of it, standing in a sort of a semicircle.
A cold, bleak morning in February 1989 was supposed to be a 3-hour drive from Rotorua to Auckland, but fate had its ways. That morning paved the way for a 10-day abduction of a man named Alec Newald. But that was not all. That morning also introduced us to an advanced alien civilization that, according to Alec, would both change his life and the view of how the universe worked. But the question remains, was Alec telling the truth? If yes, what happened to him during the abduction? In this video, we'll uncover the secrets that lie hidden beneath the 10-day abduction and reveal whether this man is telling the truth. So without any further delay, let's get started. The Great Return after meeting aliens. Alec arrived in Auckland and felt exhausted and perplexed until he knew that he had been gone for a total of 10 days without any memories. With the passing of days, his mind encountered flashes of those 10 days, and slowly the memories he had lost returned. Well, according to him, he had been kidnapped by aliens. After Alec's great return, he was greeted with strange visits from government scientists who were quite interested in knowing about his alleged experience. The government scientists were very interested to know what Alec had understood about the capabilities of this so-called alien race that he claimed to exist. It was indeed quite obvious that these scientists were well aware of Alec's abductors, and they speculated that these abductors would soon return to Earth. During an interview, Alex opens up about what he remembers of the abduction. According to Alex, he was driving the car for 1 minute, and within just a minute, the car was nowhere to be seen. He said that it didn't feel like he had a body, and that he saw ghost-like entities far away from him. During the interview, he described a scene that involved meeting strange creatures. This scene initially perplexed him, and he felt as if he was dead and was moving towards the afterlife. Alex said that they didn't resemble ghosts but looked quite different, with skinny bodies, big heads, average height, and tiny eyes. The faces were large and oval in appearance, and by this time, Alec realized that his abductors must be aliens, though they didn't speak aloud. Alec felt that they were talking to him with the help of their minds. He said that welcomed by one of the creatures, who he believes is their team leader. The creature told Alec that he was the designated guardian of that section and asked him if he needed anything to make his stay with them more pleasant. The aliens kept him inside a special machine which could help him to take any physical form he chose. The machine did far more than that, as it also helped him to understand the alien language that initially sounded to him like squeaks. He said that the aliens claimed that this machine enabled them to generate physical bodily forms for interaction on Earth. He described it to be a sophisticated interdimensional capsule that could create bodies that could survive on Earth. Such a piece of technology would help them to live as humans, merging with the rest of the population. Now, according to this, we are not truly alone on Earth with aliens among us posing as humans. Such concepts have only taken form in science fiction movies and novels. If this is true, this alien race could be the most superior of all extraterrestrials that exist. Now, are these the only abilities of an extraterrestrial race so advanced? Of course not. Apart from telepathy and taking the form of humans, these creatures could grow plants and animals with the help of a special organic technology. These beings can not only transform into the form of humans, but they can also transform their homes into any form they imagine. Alex said that they could also manipulate things in the environment with their minds. Now, the question is whether this kind of technology exists with the aliens, and did Alec meet them? When it comes to the question of whether such technology exists with them, after examining the theories, rumors, witnesses, and conspiracies about extraterrestrial encounters, let's say that the probability is high. Aliens are beings who have been considered to have possessed technology that is much superior to human capabilities. UFO encounters are becoming more and more common these days, with the number of eyewitnesses escalating drastically. Alien spacecraft have been reported to achieve feats that are considered to be simply impossible for humans. Some of them include them traveling at the speed of light or attaining stealth mode. According to Navy officer Ryan Graves, who had appeared at a U.S. Congress hearing for UFOs in 2023, the technology he witnessed during his UFO encounter extended far beyond what humans could achieve in the upcoming decade. The mysterious alien city. As we come back to Alec's story, he says that one of the aliens told him that he was free to go whenever he wished to, but the extraterrestrial beings hoped that Alec would stay because it mattered to them that they shared their knowledge with him. Though Alec felt the need to go back home, he chose to seek the knowledge they had offered to provide. He wanted to learn all that he could about these intelligent beings. Alec, who was at the time both excited and nervous, decided to go with them to their city. Yes, you heard that right. One of the most striking features of the city that caught his eye was its neatness. Apart from its neatness, the size of the city was something that astonished him. He said that he could not see the city's boundaries, even though he was traveling at a high altitude. As he looked closer at the landscape, he noticed an area of level ground that was similar to a courtyard leading to two pyramid-shaped buildings. The buildings appeared to be made from a material that resembled tinted glass or semi-transparent plastic. The pyramids were capped with something that resembled a spiral tower or antenna arrangement. The tower's height added approximately 25% to the overall height of the building. Each of the buildings was topped with something that resembled large bulbs. As he inspected them, Alec understood that these bulbs glowed both day and night, and they seemed to be of a net or mesh construction rather than glass spheres. The fact is that sightseeing wasn't the primary aim of his abduction, because later on the aliens would reveal the hidden knowledge about Earth to Alec. So what's the hidden piece of information that was revealed? Hidden knowledge about alien world. What the aliens revealed to Alec is that Earth is a paradigm of untold stories that are guarded safely by a secret sect. These protectors keep Earth's actual history from reaching everyone. According to this, there are quite a lot of things that only a few people know about the Earth's real past. The aliens told Alec about two types of humans. One was the Homo sapiens, while the other was the Cro-Magnons. Both of them were evolutions of the human race and completed the Cro-Magnon puzzle. The Cro-Magnon can be described as a human-like creature on Earth that was meant to hold another being without a body. Such a feature allows the other being to experience the physical world with the help of the Cro-Magnon provision. Their explanation was quite similar to the beliefs of several religions regarding the distinctness between the body, soul, and spirit. Religions such as Christianity and Islam preach about saving the soul and not letting the body control your life. The aliens told Alec that right after the Cro-Magnon humans created a new species with mental abilities that were fully developed, the species did not require any additional changes or improvements. Alec said that a friendly female alien named Xena gave him lectures about Cro-Magnon. Alec noticed that though Xena resembled the typical gray alien, her skin was blue. All those who worked under her had blue skin, and Alec called their group the Blues. Alec also understood that the planet was known as Haven. The Havenians connected with various other groups, and Alec kept learning several new things from Xena. Alec said that he was granted access to a big library that was situated in one of their pyramid-shaped buildings. It was inside the library that Xena told Alec about a group of her people visiting Earth, with some staying back while others moving on. Xena said that the pyramids and ancient legacies that were left behind by some of her ancestors were meant to help awaken Havenians when the right time arrived. Xena describes the Earth as a special, beautiful, and attractive planet belonging to the Milky Way galaxy. According to her, the speciality of Earth attracted several external forces who desire it for their selfish purposes. With the help of telepathy, Xena attempts to explain better to Alec with the help of thoughts and pictures. She showed him a time of big change in the future that would arrive right after certain major environmental problems in places like Japan and the Gulf of Mexico. She also told Alec how her group has been attempting to create an evolution protocol to evolve to a higher level when something goes wrong on Earth. Xena talks about a dark force that lives, breathes, and walks among the people. After this force wins over us, it would realize that winning the planet was just one of the battles in the war for the human will. This dark force is known as the force of darkness and as the enemy of enlightenment. This force of darkness has merged itself into Earth's life, keeping its people immersed in the world of war, greed, lust, and selfishness. These ideas resemble the fundamentals of several cultures and religions, the return and the harassment. After Alec's great experience with the aliens that involved revelations, encounters, history lessons, and sightseeing, the aliens sent him back to Earth in the very same location where he was abducted. He was then driving the same car and was headed in the same direction. It was because of the accuracy of the drop-off that Alec didn't understand that a lot of time had passed. After his return, the police, scientists, and the CIA were keen to know about the aliens. As days passed, Alec noticed that he was being followed and was watched like a criminal. Though he decided to shift to a new place, it proved to be of no use. Now, this brings us to one thing that some governmental agency knows about the aliens and their extraterrestrial experience. They wanted to get as much information out of him as possible. Two scientists from the New Zealand Department of Scientific and Industrial Research visited him as they wanted to know a lot of information about his encounter. Things escalated to a whole new level as Alec's flat was broken into several times, and when he refused to cooperate with these individuals, they made things hard. There was even an instance where he was accused of being a Nazi just because his father's ancestry could be traced back to Germany. Things took a turn when they decided to trap him in an illegal act, which depleted his finances and even had to serve a 6-month sentence. Well, Alec's story showcases elements that most people would not believe. Now, if there wasn't any truth in Alec's story, why would authorities show so much interest in it? This question can shed some light on the matter regarding the existence of alien life and their unimaginable capabilities. So what do you think about Alec's story, and do you believe that extraterrestrial life is a truth hidden from the public? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that we can entertain you with more exciting videos.